Hello.
Hi everyone.
Wow, that was a really high hello. Hello.
Okay, so yesterday in our group we talked about meal planning and meal prepping, and on Sundays this is what we do to plan out our week. We just came back from the grocery store, so this is kind of what we've bought. We've laid it all out to show you what a week's worth of food would look like for us. And I've laid it out a little bit differently this time, just to show you how we prep our meals and how we plan them. I've sectioned it off by container color so that you can see what we buy for each containers. Okay, so I'm going to go through everything. I'll show you guys quickly what we do for each container. So for your green containers, these are the vegetables that we kind of bought for the week. So tomorrow night we're going to be doing zoodles. So we're going to do zucchini noodles with turkey. So we've got some zucchinis, we've got some carrots, cucumbers, asparagus, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes. And that's what we've kind of planned out for this week in terms of vegetables for our green containers. I'm going to be making salads for my lunches this week. So I'm going to be using the spinach and the tomatoes, cucumbers. We're just going to mix it up a bit.
And we share the spinach. So for me, my lunch is actually my shake. And I use the spinach in my shake as well. So that kind of does double duty with the spinach. Honestly, if you haven't put it in your shake yet and you don't get enough greens,
you don't even taste it.
Yeah, it actually, I find it almost makes it like a sweetie, creamier, more like a milkshake. So anyhow,
so try that.
Back to Angel.
Okay, so this is our green containers for the week. Moving on to our purple containers. So we've bought some pears, we've got some blackberries, some blueberries, some bananas. I normally put a banana in my shake, and I think Mike does too. So we buy tons of bananas because we go.
I'm onto frozen dark cherries, but that's okay.
Yeah, and we love our mangoes. We got oranges, apples, and for the kids, we actually buy these from time to time, and they are unsweetened fruit cups. So everything that's in here is natural. It's all natural. There's nothing processed in here. So these are really great. You just have to make sure that you buy the unsweetened ones because they do sell them with sugar added. So just make sure that if you do get these, that they don't have the extra sugar in them. And normally we try and stick to unprocessed foods, but as a little treat in Esme's lunch, we throw this in from time to time. Okay, so that's what our purple containers look like for the week. For our proteins, for our red containers, we're cooking salmon tonight, so that's why that's open there. We've got, we love our boiled eggs, so we do a lot of boiled eggs. On Sunday, we pre-boil them.
Mike likes his breakfast burritos too. That's where we use our eggs.
So we do our eggs. We've got cottage cheese, which the kids love. They actually just both had a big bowl of cottage cheese mixed with fruit. Is really, really good as a snack. And we've got plain yogurt.
Now this yogurt is special. It's one of our new finds. When you look at yogurt, a couple things you want to make sure of, there we are, is no aspartame, no sucralose, no artificial sweeteners, no added sugars. Hey Mara, hey Kim, hey Lindsay. And then what you want to look for also is don't ever buy flavored yogurts, because you'll see in this one 2 grams of sugar and 21 grams of protein. It honestly is amazing. I know some people in the group found it and they love it. It's really creamy, whether you add a scoop to your shake or whatever. But yeah, always buy plain yogurt. None of even if it says 0 sugars, try and stay away from it because you're gonna have either artificial sweeteners then.
Okay, so we've got our yogurt, our cottage cheese. We also cook up a bunch of chicken breasts. I use them in my lunch with my salads. And we've also got some extra lean minced turkey, some ground turkey that we're going to use that tomorrow night with the zucchini to make zoodles for the kids.
And this crazy sauce.
To add this amazing sauce, which is a Tuscan-style pumpkin pasta sauce.
And again, if you look on the back, it's really not that bad. So, and we don't use that much of it.
Okay, so that goes with the minced turkey. And our other important sources of protein for the week, our other red containers, would be, of course, our Shakeology. And we also get these bars, the Simply Protein bars. And I use these as a snack pretty much every day in the afternoon. And they come in different flavors. And the great thing about these is that they only have 1 gram of sugar. And they've got 15 grams of protein. So these are an amazing snack to have. It's high in protein, low in sugar, and it actually tastes really, really good. It tastes like dessert. I have it usually after my lunch as a quick treat. Okay, so moving on to yellows. So our carbs for the week, we bought some...
Hold on a sec. Kim, can you post the recipe for that later for everybody as well? Thank you.
So we're going to do, we've got our wraps right here, and we've got our flat out breads, flatbread, and we've also got mixed beans, which I like to use in my salads as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so again, from a carb perspective, some people have asked how much do you eat in a day? For us, usually 2, max 3. We'll do wild rice or quinoa, one of those each a week. I always have a tortilla for breakfast, and then sometimes we'll skip it for dinner. We'll just have like salmon and broccoli and something else, but other days we'll throw in quinoa or
brown rice or wild rice.
It all depends. The flat out bread for kids is awesome. You take that with a little bit of partly skimmed cheese, mozzarella cheese, throw in some amazing organic tomato basil, and any kind of those Simply meats, and you have the most amazing healthy pizzas.
Little healthy pizzas for the kids, and they love it. Okay, so next I'm going to show you what we do for our blue containers, our healthy fats. So I eat nuts every day. I usually eat like cashews and almonds, a mixture of different things. Make sure you look in the booklet, and it sounds ridiculous, but you should count out your nuts. You're not going to just take a handful and eat them, and make sure that they fit in your container. So check for how many you should
always
be having.
Count your nuts.
Count your nuts for the day. Avocados. We eat a lot of avocados. Our kids have at least half an avocado a day. And so that's another blue container. We add it to our salads, we add it to our wraps, and sometimes we even add it to the kids' pizzas. We sneak it in there. Nicole,
you got to make sure you get your avocados. Great for growing babies and their brain development.
Yeah, big time. And another blue that we eat is hummus. It's a great snack that we have with vegetables, cut up vegetables, carrots, celery, cucumber. It's a great snack. And the next one is our seeds and dressings. So I just wanted to show you, a lot of you have asked me, what do I put in my salads as my salad dressing? And these are 2 of my favorites. So the first one is a Calorie Wise Craft, and it's just a balsamic vinaigrette. And again, with your dressings, you're always going to want to check the fat and the sugar content. Okay, because believe it or not, a lot of dressings have a lot of sugar in them. This one's got 1.5 grams of fat, and it's got 1 gram of sugar. So this would be a really good choice. And then one of our second favorites is this Bolt House Farms cilantro avocado dressing. It's a yogurt dressing. And again, this one has 1.5 grams of fat and 1 gram of sugar. So the same thing.
Hey,
so
Sean.
These are really good choices.
How was Great Wolf Lodge? Anyway, keep going.
So, and we also like...
Dad likes those.
Yeah, these are, well, you can talk. You can tell them what
it's basically sunflower seeds. There's jalapenos, spirulina, chlorella dusted in them. Honestly, if you have a craving for anything like salty or spicy, those do the trick, but just make sure you measure it out.
And they've got a really good kick to them. They're pretty spicy. I like mine plain, but these are yummy too. And then for teaspoons, I've just put out this organic peanut butter. And again, we add it to our shake, or we would have it for breakfast. And just make sure also with peanut butter that it's organic and it's all natural, 100% all natural peanut butter. Okay, so that's our teaspoon. So that kind of shows you container color by container color how we plan out our meals for the week. We've kind of covered, we've got all colors of the rainbow here. We've got lots of variety. So I'm just going to talk about maybe quickly our dinners for the week.
Sure.
Okay, so tonight we're going to do salmon. We're going to barbecue some salmon and we're going to have it with some asparagus. And then tomorrow night we're going to do zoodles. So we're going to do zucchini noodles with the minced turkey, with ground turkey. And then maybe another night we would have chicken wraps. So we've got the chicken breasts, we could make wraps, or we could make flat out pizzas we could slice up some chicken, and the kids would love that as well. So that's kind of 4 dinner ideas that we could make for the week. And again, for lunches, I typically have a salad with a protein in it. And then that's our breakfast my breakfast every.
So one last question. As far as recipes go, honestly, we use Google or Pinterest a lot, Mara. You could probably Google flat out pizza recipe and you would probably get 100 of them. So and again, it's as far as flat out breads go now, they have pizza thin crust, they have olive and flax round ones to make sandwiches. So you could do, what's the number of yellows in one flatbread? It's usually one. As much as you don't count calories, I always look at it, as long as it's like 150, 180 calories max, maybe 150 max for one yellow. Yeah.
So that's kind of what our grocery meal prep looks like for the week. We just wanted to break it down by container color. Sometimes that makes it a little bit easier as opposed to just a whole lot of food on the counter. And just to show you guys how we put it together to make up our meals for the week as well.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, let us know. And this was bought all across the street at Freshco, which is like a super cheap kind of a grocery store. So most of your stores now you can have these kind of things. So if you have any questions, let us know. Hopefully that helped for a Sunday night. If you didn't do it tonight, make sure you go do your meal prep tomorrow.
So now we're just gonna prep all our vegetables, chop everything, put everything in little baggies, prep as much of this as possible today so that it's ready to go in the fridge for the week.
No worries. And what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna go live on our public page and show you the salmon and what else are we doing?
We're gonna do the zoodles.
No, tonight. We'll do the salmon, and then probably gonna show you how to make the Mexican corn as well tonight, just for a treat. All right?
Okay, thanks guys.
Have a great night.